Hello everyone, this is Selenophilia Tarot for your in the middle of, we've only just passed the lunar eclipse, full moon in Aquarius since quite some days now, nearly a week, and in about a week there's going to be the new moon and solar eclipse. So I skipped it on the day for the full moon reading because just the energies were just so intense, and I really had to kind of go within and process everything before I could actually do that reading for you. So some of it might have already settled for you, which will be coming up, or then you feel that in this transition from the partial lunar eclipse and the full moon getting into the new moon and the solar eclipse, will feel different. But I think it's a quite interesting time, and we obviously have to deal with a lot of inside work. The Aquarius is in the element of air and has to do with our thoughts, so there were quite a few thought patterns coming up in that time, and going into the new moon, which is going to be in Leo, which is in the fire, is going to be more action driven, or things really happening around us. So we are in this in between time now, and I'm happy to reveal what's going on in this time for you and for us all. So at first we take one of the fairy cards. The coloring here is a little bit funny, so due to the sunlight shining in the back of my window, and I don't usually have so orangey hands. Okay, let's see what comes up in the in-between time between full moon and new moon. You're basically exact a week past from one and into the next one. Making new friends, new connections, like really taking the risk to meet new people, see what's coming towards you with people approaching you or you connecting with, and what kind of just notice what kind of signs there are, star signs, what kind of characteristics they bring out and reflect on you, and to process further where you want to head towards. Let's see what the angel oracle is going to reveal us for this in-between time between full moon and new moon, lunar and solar eclipse. The solar eclipse is not visible to everyone, obviously, on the world, but we're still all gonna feel it. Interesting. 9 of Swords. Still kind of thought patterns around that the worst is going to happen, still hanging on to old patterning, and not quite ready to let go, or having to make the experience actually within that time to trust that things can change, that you've changed, and that all these prophecies you put on yourself, are not going to have to be the reality. They are in your mind, It's tormenting your mind, basically. It's And unfortunately it will also manifest if you hang on to it too much. Okay, so become very strong in comforting yourself and telling yourself that things are changing, they are shifting, and it's not going to be the same anymore. Okay, old things have been shed off, and they are just, it's just our thoughts, our trained brain really, who's coming up with those kind of scenarios. Okay, so it will be very important to kind of acknowledge them, you know, like, but also realize that they are mainly your thought patterns. It's not really that what's happening around you, and you don't want to manifest that either, so you're not going to hang on to all of that anymore. So you just really go with the flow of the shifts. Okay, and if you feel like things are coming up, fear-based things, you know, like, oh no, it has been like this before, it's going to be the same again, and da-di-da-di-da, maybe just write them down, put them in the freezer. That's how I do it sometimes, you know. You kind of, you freeze them in a sense of debilitate them, okay? And then in the same time after, okay, you can light a candle and really ask for guidance and help to release them. Okay, so they're not going to torment you or going to occupy your brain too much, occupy your thoughts, your day-to-day life. Okay, there's a lot is happening around you now, and that's why this card is coming in. Okay, a lot is happening around you. So new things are arriving, new people arriving, okay? New conversations, new knowledge. There we go. Let's see what the Earth Magic card has to reveal as well for this in-between time. Oh, okay. Okay, still quite a bit of alone time indicated. So inner work, okay. Mainly, I mean, it does is a bit of the opposite, like making friends, okay. But however, the way you connect with other people is maybe not always on the very close basis, like face to face. It could be just online, on via phone, text, email, you know, and WhatsApp, whatever you use, you know, to be in touch with people, and so you can kind of still do your inner work and nurture that tree, that blooming tree in the middle of it, okay, on that island. You see how the sun is kind of highlighting that island piece here. Also talking about the downloads which are still coming down, okay? Portal days still there. And so you need to be able to kind of embrace them and let them in, okay? And that's not possible if you're too distracted with going out, partying, and all that, you know, being out there all the time. That's where you need that time for yourself to kind of, really be within yourself, okay? And process all the information which relates to you, can relate to others, can relate to the environment, can relate to the world, okay? And then to share that with others, you know? It's very important to share your processed information with others. This gives that deeper understanding of the whole information coming down and the shift, okay? All right, let's see what else comes up here. Oy. My Druidcraft Tarot. Oopsie, one was just flying off. Oh, the Queen of Cups, okay. Emotional maturity. really trusting that full moon, that the shifts are going to happen, being in touch with your emotions, okay? Acknowledge them, cherish them. Maybe you can be angry with some of them as well if they're too intense and you don't, you don't want to have them too close to you, but important is to acknowledge the way you feel about something and discover more about yourself, why it triggers these kind of emotions in you. Also the peace, it's quite a peaceful card, this one, and she is really very giving and nurturing and kind, okay? Wow, creativity. Okay, Leo is going to be the perfect fire sign to be creative. So prepare for an outlet, okay? If you're going to write, if you're going to sing, if you're going to dance, if you're going to do some artwork, paint, collage, whatever you feel, or figure out a new formula in calculations or whatever is really your drive, okay, where you feel like you can expand, okay, and really mix those different elements together. It's going to be quite beneficial for you, okay? So start to become prepared in that time as well, that there's going to be a major outlet of it, okay? It's brewing within you, it's brewing, and it's just about to be fully harnessed, actually, okay? This is really beautiful. And then we have the movement, okay? So it's gonna be after the solar eclipse, okay? There's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of going for it, feeling that energy, that strength, that enthusiasm, okay, to take on the task, take on the journey, go on with big steps, like this is more looking within and sharing it to have confirmation about on your path, okay, and then really do it. You're really going to do it. Action. This is a very action oriented card. It's a very young energy, okay? So the younger energies, they don't overthink things 1,000 times, what sometimes the more settled energy can do, and that's why it gets so heavy and stagnant and it's tormenting us, okay? Like with this one, be tormenting us, okay? What if, okay? So the what ifs, you're going to set them aside. You're going to really go for it. You're going to be courageous, You're going to be really courageous and do it. Tie up those knots, okay? Yeah, get yourself on track. Movement, creativity. Really receive from above, okay, what your next task is going to be, your next fulfillment, your expansion in your energy and in your personality. All right. Yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up for this in-between time. And we're just going to have to be open. I mean, there are a few retrogrades, and this always talks about, especially Mercury retrograde, to reevaluate and redo and stuff like that, just go with the flow. If it's necessary, just do it. Don't go like, oh no, like, or no, now my computer is not working or my phone is playing up and stuff. Then find another solution. Do it on paper. Note it down on paper. I mean, we used to be without technology, okay, and people were still creative and innovative and full of movement and action, so there is no excuse for the outlet, okay, because it's brewing within, it's coming along, okay. There is that really standing above those mental anguish and the and realizing the downloads from above, okay, and sharing them with certain people you can relate to, or if it's an online platform, okay, just check there as well what's going on with people. Do they feel the same? Do they feel anxious about things as well? Do they feel unsettled, or do they feel, and what are they doing to calm down, you know, like, and to get grounded, you know, like there are so good platforms around, you know, and if you can't access the internet because of Mercury retrograde, okay, just really trust your inner knowledge, because we all have it. We've all learned it. We come from a very instinctive kind of evolutionary life, okay? So we can always sit back on that as well. And we're not going to be, this is not going to be out of control or anything like this. It's actually a really beautiful development, okay? It's a beautiful development. Just really shed off these old patterns. Trust that there are new things coming, and there are downloads here, okay, for your highest good. Okay, you can be mastering your emotions, and you're giving and you're sharing, okay, much more consciously, okay? Bring all the elements together to be prepared for actually that really fast moving, action oriented life or next stage, okay, you're going to go and enter into. I hope that was helpful for you guys, and I will try to do the new moon reading, okay, in Leo for this August. And I just always have to see how I feel. Sometimes it's a bit of a hard task to put it all out there, but yeah, and I will hopefully see you there again, the new moon reading, and keep creating, or whatever makes you feel good, grounded. Cook a beautiful meal. Go shop some beautiful, yummy food you haven't had for ages. You know, grant yourself something, and or do some crafts, or whatever helps you to find your center. Okay, go with that. You can trust this is the journey. Okay, to be prepared for that really fast-moving energy coming in. If you have any more questions or comments, you can leave that below of my YouTube channel or on my Facebook page. I'm happy to read them, and if you would like to have a personal reading, you can contact me. You can messenger me or email me on selenophiliatarot@gmail.com, and we can take it from there. Namaste, all the best, and all most beautiful moonlight blessings. Thank you.